Back again, once again, with another video classic. And today, people, the NBA season is over, right? So we got all the seedings. We got Eastern Conference. You got the Celtics got the number 1 seed. They going up against Chicago, who got in. You got the number 2 versus the number 7, Cleveland versus Indiana. Number 3, you got Toronto versus Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee. 4, 5, you got Washington versus Atlanta. Now, on the Western Conference, we already known this for at least some weeks now, but you got Golden State versus Portland. You got San Antonio, Memphis. You got Houston, OKC, and you have the Clippers in Utah. Now, like I said in the previous video, let's just go east to west. So I'm going to do 1-8, 1-8. So, Golden State, Portland. Although I heard Charles Barkley talking about, Portland, they could give Golden State a run for their money, possibly win 2 games. I hear you. But, Charles Barkley has really been a clown this year. He ain't really been too serious. He kind of labeled the season before it even happened that the NBA has been the worst that it's ever been. So I think he's just saying stuff just to get ratings. You know what I'm saying? But, excuse me. And Portland, Golden State, they don't have no answer for Kevin Durant. And although CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, I feel like is going to bring the A game, X factors. Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, JaVale McGee now. He's an X factor. You feel me? And then really I look at it like with the addition of Matt Barnes, we even better. Because like I say, to me it's all about hungry veterans. Let's look at the top 4 teams in each conference and measure the hungry veterans amongst each other. And I'm telling you, Golden State has the hungriest veterans in the playoffs right now, in my opinion. But series over in 5 games. I give them one. I think like when Golden State go up 3-0, they're going to win 1 game in Portland. They're not going to get swept. They're not going to go out like that. They're going to lose in 5 games. Now, Boston and Chicago. Upset city, man. Upset city. Like, I like Boston. I like the coach. I like everything they got going on over there. But you got Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade, both clicking on all cylinders. And Dwayne Wade and Rondo, they show up in the playoffs. Like, Wade last year, look at what he did in the playoffs. Dwayne Wade can win you a playoff series. So, Boston would be an underman. I think that star power to Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade, the playoff slows down. That's the point, right? In the regular season, everybody can just play whatever tempo they want to in a certain game because, it throws you off because you're so accustomed to playing a certain team. So, like, my point is, when you really think about Chicago, when you slow the game down, they have multiple scorers in Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade. And for Boston, like, it's a great team contribution. Al Horford is going to be key in that series. But I'm picking Boston to win in 7 games. It's not going to be easy for Boston, though. For the number 2 seeds across the board, San Antonio play Memphis every year. And every year it's just a long grind out, boring. Ain't nobody going to really watch it. Series. San Antonio is 6. Cleveland, Indiana, that's going to be a huge series. And I think that's the series where, and if Cleveland got a switch to flip, that'll be the series to flip it. But I think it's an animal waiting for him still in the Eastern Conference. But Paul George, I'm interested to see on how he performs against the NBA champions. I'm interested to see that series. Like, I think I'll probably watch that series more than Golden State or anybody or OKC in Houston. I might watch that series more than both of those because I want to see what Paul George can do. And I want to see Cleveland flip a switch. Like, I want to see Cleveland flip the switch. Like, I want the Warriors to win the championship, but I think I'm going to watch Cleveland through these playoffs to see if they convince me, like, yeah, they're going to win. So that's why I'm at with that. But I'm picking Cleveland to win that series in 6 games. I think Paul George and Miles Turner and them boys are going to get it clicking at least twice. You know, they got Lance Stevenson back, so Lance Stevenson going to be blowing it in the ear. We get more blowing in the ear from Stevenson. And he going to get to check Kyrie. So we going to really get to see. We really going to get to see. That's going to be a very interesting series. I think that's going to be the best first round series. All right, so let's talk about threes across the board. Houston, OKC, and you got Toronto, Milwaukee. I think those two going to be good series as well. But Toronto, to me, is my sleeper team in the Eastern Conference. I think they got the best chance to beat Cleveland, and they will play Cleveland in the second round, barring they go ahead and take care of Milwaukee. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking Toronto in 6 because Giannis, they play defense. And I think Giannis is going to be a handful when you slow that game down. OKC, Houston, I think that can go either way. So I'm going to go 7 games. Although I do feel like James Harden is my new favorite player. If he don't win that MVP, James Harden is my new favorite player because they snubbing the fuck out of James Harden for the past 3 years. Well, I say 2 years he got snubbed. And that'll be this year too because they won more. And I feel like wins should matter to some people when it comes to this shit. Because you can argue that Houston possibly could make it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that about OKC. So I think James Harden is the MVP. And I'm picking them to win very handily. I'm picking them to win very handily, but I still think Russell has the will. If Russell imposes his will, like I say in the first game, if Russell can impose his will in that first game and get like a triple-double and going crazy, I'm saying it's a 7-game series. But if OKC lose that first game, it's over in 6. So I'm saying Houston is 6. But if it goes 7, Houston is 7. Houston is 6. Houston is 6. And like I say, Milwaukee, Toronto, I think that's over in 6 games as well. For the 4-5 series across the board. Now, Utah Clippers, with the Clippers in every playoff series and every year, it's all about health. Even though they always look a little bit off chemistry-wise, because I feel like they don't, that small forward, they need a ball-handling wing player. And the fact that they don't got that, or just even try it, like, fuck it, Jamal Crawford, let's start you. We ain't gonna have you come off the bench. You gonna start. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's depending on health with them. Because every year something happens. Somebody get hurt. It's always something. So, I say Clippers will win that series in 5 games if no fluke shit happens. If some fluke shit happens, I'm picking Utah in 6. You know what I'm saying? If any fluke shit happens, Utah in 6. But if no fluke shit happens, the Clippers should win very handily. Very, very handily in 5 games. And for the Eastern Conference, Washington, Atlanta, Dwight Howard-led teams. I mean, I feel like Dwight Howard is a solid player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like the hater like everybody else. You know, he don't have offensive game, so he's more so a rebounding. He DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan is gonna be the same type of nigga as Blake. I mean, not Blake, but I'm tripping. But DeAndre gonna be the same kind of nigga as Dwight when he get a little bit older. Just wait on it. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I'm picking Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta, but Washington should win that series too. They should win that series in 5 games. Like, Tim Hardaway, I like Tim Hardaway. I'm not a hater of Dwight, but the team, like, y'all stupid. Why would y'all give up Korver? And it's like, nah, it's really even more stupid because y'all 5th seed. Okay, y'all not going to play Cleveland in the playoffs, barring if y'all get to the conference finals. That's barring a miracle for Atlanta, but why would you trade Korver? Like, you would think with Dwight Howard, you would need a spot-up shooter or a jump shooter or a 3-point bomber to help with Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? And you get rid of it. And you telling me Mike Dunleavy, Ilyasova, like, that's what you did. Oh, man. That's dumb as shit. They might as well just fall into the lottery as well. You know, once they lose in the playoffs in the first round this year, break the team down some more. I guess you'll keep Dwight, keep Tim Hardaway, keep Schroeder. But everybody else, let them go. Like Millsap, too. I'm not a hater of Millsap, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Washington in 6. No, Washington in 5. Because Because I feel like Millsap not going to be enough. You know, Millsap will be the one that win them that one game. But Kent Bazemore, he kind of like a D'Angelo Russell to me. Like, you know, he's streaky. I like Tim Hardaway, but I don't think they're going to give him that green light to be the leader of the squad as far as on the perimeter. Because Schroeder is just like Jeff Teague and the rest of them guys. Like, he good, but those are the players who could use Alonzo Ball or a new franchise player. You know what I'm saying? Like Phoenix too. You know, there's a lot of teams like that. But, you know what I'm saying? That's my first round predictions. I'm going to just do first round predictions for this video, you guys. Because I don't want it to be too long. But you can like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Tim's Rose on Facebook, Instagram, _King Rose. Do the same thing on Twitter, _King Rose with a Z. Okay, holla at your boy.